Hi there YouTube. Well, I am out today near some oak forest, and we have thick fog, mist, which which could mean that we have some perfect conditions for this kind of photography. It's a bit drizzly, so I'm anticipating getting quite wet, but if this fog hangs around and I can find some nice compositions in these woods, then I'm pretty hopeful today that I'm going to come away with something resembling a nice photograph. So let's see what happens. Well, there's nothing quite like a beautiful oak forest and mist to be able to capture some really ethereal, mysterious looking photographs. And so today is kind of close to perfect conditions, I suppose, for this kind of photograph. So today is close to perfect really for this kind of photography. This is the problem though when you've had a lot of rain, is every time the wind blows you get a shower off the branches on the trees. See? Soak in. So my first image of today is this beautiful oak tree that's got these rocks at the base, and it kind of looks like two trees growing out of the rocks, and then we've got other trees that kind of tie in and sort of lean into the composition. We've got some ferns in the foreground, and we've got this beautiful ethereal mist, which really sort of complements any woodland photograph really. So f11, 1 second, which is a stop underexposed. I guess you're all used to that now, that I underexpose my images, and I like to do that in order to retain contrast rather than trying to add loads of it in post-production, because I don't like doing a lot of post-production at all. I try to keep it minimal. So yeah, I'm just going to take this shot. I've got a 2-second timer on. And with the live view on, that means the mirror is locked up, and that looks nice. So I'm going to underexpose it a little bit more, just to bring the highlights down in the sky, because it's so foggy, it's basically just white. Any sky that you can see is just white. So I want to bring that down. So that's 1/2 second. Yeah, that looks better. That definitely looks better. Now, what I'm going to do next, I've just photographed sort of pretty much the entire oak tree, but where the two trees grow out of the rocks, there's it almost looks like a little tunnel, and you can see through into the rest of the woodland. So I'm going to focus in on that and see if that makes a pleasing image, a nice composition, as it were. So I don't need to move my camera, I don't think. No, I don't. I might just rotate it slightly. Okay. So I'm just checking for level now on my electronic leveler in this camera. And that's spot on. So what I'll do next is I'll zoom in and I'll focus on one of the trees, just increase my exposure time to give me a little more light so I can see what I'm doing whilst I focus. Once you zoom your lens in, the point at which it focuses is pretty much on a knife edge. So when your lens is if you're using a zoom lens and you're zoomed all the way out, then there's quite a wide range of focus. But when you're zoomed right in, so I'm zoomed into, let's see, almost 105 mil. So about 100 mil. And what that does is it means the focal point at the whatever you're focusing on is a lot finer. So just going to refine that composition slightly. Check focus again. think that's pretty good. So again, f11, 1 second, ISO 50. There we are. Okay, so one of the things I like to look for when I'm looking for compositions in woodlands like this is anything that sort of looks like a sort of tunnel, if you like, where the trees kind of come over and then you've got a sort of clear view through the trees. And I found something here. So we've got trees either side that frame the shot, and then you've got a kind of clear view through the middle, and it's kind of lined with trees that all come over and merge into the shot. So yeah, I quite like this. The hardest thing with these misty conditions is perfecting your focus, because everything is kind of soft anyway because of the conditions, so it's a little bit tricky to nail your focus, but I think that's okay. Yeah, quite like that. yeah, the rain's picked up now and it's got quite heavy, so I'm currently sheltering under a tree. So I'm going to end the video there and head back to the car. Luckily I haven't walked that far, so I'm not going to get too soaked. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video and the images. Please leave a comment, please leave a like, that really helps. And if you like my content, then please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.